introduction?
Sure, I'm Daryl Holt, GM Vice President of Basketball for EA Sports.
Alright, very cool. So I know there's a lot new in this game this year, but what are maybe 2 or 3 things that fans have to look forward to?
Yeah, well, obviously we're focusing on delivering a core gameplay experience that's very authentic to the NBA, and that starts with the fundamentals of basketball. So what we're showing here in the Ignite Lab at E3, one of those things is Bounce Tech, our new dribbling system within our Ignite engine. And it basically is the first time the ball's ever been released to physics in a basketball game. So basketball games, there's been some good ones out there, obviously done some really great things, but no one's ever really addressed or done dribbling well, and that's really the secret sauce to creating space in the game. Right? If you want to create a shot, you got to create some space, and dribbling allows that. With us releasing the ball to physics, you can chain together and create whatever you want without having a canned animation, a work animation, being stuck in something. You actually can chain together moves that you picture in your head on the board.
Yeah, that's very cool. How does the research on that come about? How did that go along?
A lot of it just starts with us focusing on authenticity within EA Sports, which is a hallmark of our label, and then we focus a lot on that true player motion. How do we get an authentic human reaction, human movement? We've got Madden and FIFA working on locomotion. We've rewritten the locomotion system with NBA, and then we talked about the fundamentals and controlling that ball. That ball's almost a third character on the floor with the offensive player and the defender. You need to have that control and flexibility with it as well. So releasing the ball in physics is exactly what you'd expect to do. Gravity, momentum, everything is on the ball, allowing you to maintain control or potentially lose control as you play an opponent.
And in terms of the graphics, I mean, it looks amazing. What are the reactions that you've gotten?
Considering that we're showing NBA Live, for example, in its pre-alpha state, already people are very impressed with it. They're like, this is better than anything I've ever seen before. The animations are smooth, the controls great, the graphics look good, cloth animation is fantastic, and we're not even done yet, which is a fantastic response we're getting from the crowd. Our other games as well are getting a similar response. Madden looks incredible. So that processing power of next gen and focusing on building the Ignite engine to take advantage of that is really working to our advantage.
Very cool. In terms of NBA, is there anything you can talk about that's still in development? Or
we got a lot of surprises still coming up, a lot of features. We have talked a little bit about our live world capability here at E3. So we've got an exclusive arrangement with Synergy Sports, so we get all the data that the 30 NBA teams use, and we get it within an hour of a game finishing. So if the game finishes at 9:30 tonight on TNT, by 10:30 we've got that data in the game for the tendencies, the way the players play, what's happening on the court, their hot and cold spots. All the stuff comes in the game, and it's pretty much available to our players within an hour. And then the live world and that extension of that is we always want it to feel alive. So we want the social connections to highlight driven sport in the NBA, and we can pull in things and use them to really form that connectivity between our fans and our favorite teams.
Yeah, and I know Kyrie Irving's been around here the past few days. Seems like he's a pretty big gamer, is that right?
Yeah, he's been great. He's come to the studio, worked with the dev team over the past year, had a lot of input, given us a lot of feedback on how dribbling changes his game and how he studies his opponents. And we've taken that to heart and use that as part of our development strategy to figure out how we make that authentic.
So in terms of how you monitor the guys in the studio, what advancements have you made there over the past few years?
In terms of how we monitor who?
The guys in the studio.
Oh, model?
Yeah.
Yeah, so we've got a lot of different things we can do. Certainly our facial performance and face scanning technology is taking a huge jump with next gen.
Noticed that with MMA.
Yeah, MMA. So that's the beauty of EA Sports is with Ignite and with the next gen systems, we're all collaborating and sharing tech. So it's almost like having 4 dev teams working on every game. So UFC and NBA, for example, pushing that facial performance forward. Madden, FIFA pushing together the locomotion stuff, step-based locomotion. So all those things come together with an Ignite, and we can just share and use that technology, which is great.